I don't fight to lose. Had to show my peers. I ain't had no fear. Player of the year. I made it top tier. Murphy gon' put y'all on. Murphy gon' put y'all on. That's for sure. Murphy gon' put y'all on. Murphy gon' put y'all on. That's for sure. Murphy gon' put y'all on. Murphy gon' put y'all on. That's for sure.
Welcome to the Frank D. Murphy Show. I'm your host, Frank D. Murphy, aka Murph Time. Listen, if you got a job, you might want to stick around and watch this show. The topic of this show today is, dating in the workplace, to date or not to date. And you already know I'm finna holler at my girl Kay. We finna say what's up, but I know she got some juicy stuff over there, juicy. So I'm waiting. I know you're ready to hit me with some questions.
Yes.
We're gonna jump right to it. Dating in the workplace,
Dating
to
in the
date
workplace.
or not to date.
Or not to date. So that's the question, Frank. Should you shoot your shot
Shoot your shot in the workplace.
in the workplace?
I think you can shoot your shot anywhere if that's the person you think you want to talk to.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a certain place you have to, look.
Okay.
If it's there, it's there.
Okay, well tell me, how would a person shoot their shot? Frank, have you ever shot your shot in the workplace?
Have I ever shot my shot in the workplace? Ooh,
That's a
wee.
yes.
Hey. Let me see. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
What
I shot
happened,
my shot.
Frank?
Well, you know.
What happened, Frank?
What job we talking about? I had a.
How many did you shoot? How many did you shoot, Frank?
Well, played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You don't supposed to talk to the cheerleaders.
Oh, Lord.
That's something that I guess they put out there. See, I
Right.
don't play no more, so I can talk about it. And I shot my shot at a cheerleader.
How did it go?
It went good. We was cool. It worked out. Yeah.
So how long did it last? Where is this cheerleader?
Didn't last long, but it was fun while it lasted.
Okay.
And we're talking about years ago when I played in the NFL. But yeah, I shot my shot in the workplace. It didn't last long, but it was fun.
Okay.
So it's just different rules that they try to have within the NFL. Try to not date the cheerleaders. Cheerleaders try not to date the players because they know it probably causes a lot of conflict. But it didn't cause no conflict with me.
Do you think those rules are precedented? Do you think those are good rules to put in play in the workplace, whether it's the NFL or anywhere?
I think for good reasons that they put those rules in place. But I really think you shouldn't put a limit or a cap on somebody loving or liking somebody in the workplace.
Okay.
I think if you like that person, shoot your shot, get them wet, let's go.
Okay, well, come on, somebody. I'm thinking about it. Do you think it'd be beneficial? Because you're with them 8 hours a day, but majority of the times when you're at work, you're with those people more than the people that you are at home.
Right.
Would you get sick of that person?
I think you can. After a while, depending on what agreement y'all have, the communication skills that y'all have. Is the other one getting upset because you're talking to somebody else in the workplace, or are they getting mad because you didn't speak because you didn't see them?
Right.
You get all that stuff.
Right.
I think for me, I knew several cheerleaders.
Right.
So
Oh,
I
Lord.
speak to all of them.
Oh,
so that one.
She was gonna scratch your face up.
Yeah, she got kind of. She ain't gonna be doing all that. I need that. But I think that caused a little problem. And then for me, even back then when I was playing, I didn't just shoot my shot there.
Oh,
It happens like that. I don't know what to say. I shot my shot with another team cheerleader on another team. So, yeah. So
How did that go?
that was kind of long distance because actually in Atlanta. So I was talking to a cheerleader in Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that was kind of long.
Did that last longer than?
They last about the same.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so that brings me to another question. What if you're in the workplace and you find that you are in a love triangle? Were you in a love triangle, Frank?
Whoa. What?
In the workplace.
Love triangle is like you're dating one person in the workplace and then you end up find out that person is dating another person by undercover.
Yes, or you're dating someone undercover.
Oh, who, me?
Maybe you're the point person of the triangle.
Right. No, I don't think I ran into that before, but
Okay.
I think that'll be a tough one to deal with. Let me ask you, Kay, how would you deal with in the workplace and you find out, that's pre-marriage, let's get that
Okay,
straight.
yeah, okay.
Pre-marriage.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, I want to set you off. Yeah, hey, we coming down here. Hey, I ain't do it. But how would you handle that? A love triangle in the workplace, you're dating one person in the workplace, you're seeing how it go, and find out that he's already dated a couple of people before it got to you, because you're the new person on the block. How do you handle that? But he's good though. He's good person. He ain't messing up. How would you handle that? Now you know you around two other people at least that he don't been with,
Ooh.
that he dated.
Oh, that's so ugly.
But he's good though. He ain't messed up. He's a good person.
So here's the thing: when it's dating in the workplace, you got to worry about gossiping. You got to worry all kind of stuff. So you have to make sure that you're solid.
Right.
If he and I are solid, I don't care if you were with her yesterday. Today, you're with me. And if you're solid and you're good, then we're good. Now, the only issue would be the females in the workplace, because females sometimes can be a bit catty. And if they know that you are now with this person that they've been with, now they're going to try to sabotage.
Right.
So as long as you're solid within yourself, I think you'll be fine. Now, I think that there will be some days where you might have a little down day. You might want to scratch his face up.
Right.
For me, I would probably be a little mad about certain things, especially if that person was constantly working on a team with somebody that they'd previously been with.
Right.
That
That's
would
tough.
kind of bother me. But if I knew he was good, and beyond a shadow of a doubt, I knew that he was good, trust has to come first, no matter what, in any relationship, whether it's at work or outside of work, because he could be in another position at another place in a relationship and you not even know about it.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
I mean.
But for me, I would cut it.
You would cut it, Frank?
And cut it.
Frank!
Yeah, right down the spot.
Why?
I just don't have time for it. It's like where I'm at in my thinking, I'll just, especially we talking about in my playing days, I'll just get somebody else.
Okay.
That don't bring those problems. I don't want those problems. I don't want to be talking to her and you don't talk to two people in the workplace and now I find out, now I'm looking at them every day. No, we'll just end that. We'll just end that. No.
It's true.
No, we'll end that.
Okay, so here's my question. Okay, hypothetical. You meet a woman here at the show.
Right.
And you like her. You get involved and you guys are in it together. You guys are going. Yeah, you guys are yeah. And she's everything that you can ever ask for. But then you find out she's been with two people that you know. Will you still let her go?
She gone.
Really?
I'm not made like that. And I think for me, we have to have a plan.
Right.
See, when we're talking about dating in the workplace, you might as well say dating everywhere. So that means you got to have a plan, point blank, period.
Right.
And you have to have substance about yourself. You have to have qualities that you're searching for. You may want to make sure that that person goes to church, have character, have integrity, that they're making good decisions. They may not be making all good decisions, but majority of decision making is good because that leads to the gateway of success. So you have to, these plans you have to put in place before you even start dating at all, let alone in the workplace. So those are things you want to make sure you got in place because a plan fail is a failed plan. That's one thing with me. We're talking about probably what's going on now in a lot of places, but for us, what went on years ago and how we did it. Where we at now, we're so much up on game that that's not even how we gonna roll. It's gonna take a lot to get in my circle right now.
Right, oh, absolutely.
You know, it took a lot back then, but I let you slip in here.
I was gonna ask you.
Hey, your toes right, you're looking right here. Come on to the circle. Not the toes, I got but now it's hard to get in my circle now. You'll be on the outside for a little bit till I see what I think I need to see to open that door for you as a female. So, and I think some females out there are the same way, and it's okay. It's okay. You got your system. Right. But those are the qualities you need to figure out before you even start dating. You need to make sure too yourself, you know who you are. Right. Oh, before you start dating, I think we talked about this before on one of the shows. Just knowing who you are before you even date anybody. Right. Because now I notice a lot of people, they're downing their qualities
Settling.
They settling, and I don't. You might have to adjust some things, but never to the point where you're sabotaging who you are and what you stand for. Because now that's tension and stress that's going to fall back on you in that relationship.
Right.
Because you're sitting there like stressing all day, knowing that that's not who you are and what you would take or you would receive from that person.
Right.
Now you don't put your standards down.
Right.
See, I understand that too, because I put my standards down plenty of times.
Right.
And it came back and bit me right in the butt, both sides. I couldn't even sit down for weeks.
But I can see how with that and you know, and being in that space, you want to make sure that the person that you're with isn't with this person, that person, and this person in the office. Because what if you're sitting, you know, you sit at your desk one day, you're trying to focus. You can't focus because now you didn't heard that she's with John, Jim, and Billy.
Yeah, they doing projects together today. And you're not invited. So you try to go in the office, in the project room, while they in the conference room, and you try to act like, oh, I thought I was supposed to be in here. No, you're not in here. We got Johnny today.
Okay, so in that case, because there's so much sabotage when it comes to relationships in the workplace, do you think people in the workplace should hide their relationships?
Hide your relationship. In the workplace, I think that can be a difficult, could be a difficult relationship because it takes two people to be very on point, great communication skills, and have a great understanding of what we're doing here at the workplace and at home. But I think if you don't know how to communicate, that can go south real fast. I think the most important thing to do is communicate in any relationship, any marriage, but especially when we're talking about dating in the workplace. You got to come to the conclusion of what you will accept, what you will not accept, what you want this to look like. When you do bump into this person, how do you want your partner to communicate? If they're bumping into somebody they used to talk to, like all that need to be talked out. And in my opinion, if that's a problem when we talk, if that's a problem, then I'm not going in that relationship. Because if you're saying, well, we shouldn't have to do all that. When I see the person, I should be able to say whatever I want or do whatever I want. Okay, that's fine. You can. Now you, without me. You can do that all day, every day. You don't have to worry about me no more. So that's what I think.
Okay, so now say you're the superior. Right, so you're the CEO or the COO of the company.
Gotcha.
Like your company,
Gotcha.
You know, and you have one of your direct reports, and they're a PA, they're something, and you have to reprimand them, but that's your girl. How do you separate personal from business? How do you separate business and pleasure?
Let me tell y'all, I went through this before.
Did you, Frank?
Yeah, I had this situation several times in different relationships where I had some type of business going on and that person helped within the business. It could be tough, but I'm so straightforward.
Right.
I'm going to tell them.
Right.
And I'm going to tell them, look, not doing a good job.
Right.
Let's talk about how we can improve.
Right.
Let me hear why you're not doing a good job. Is it something that I can do better? Is it something that you just don't understand that we can explain better? Is it tools that you need?
Right.
So now what gets me is probably when they don't want to hear nothing. And it's just like the insecurities kick in. Like, man, I just don't want him telling me nothing.
Right.
When I used to help you with everything.
Right.
So that's when I get a problem and I probably get a little flustered. And I had to learn as a CEO that I have to raise higher. I had to raise my standards higher, higher on how do I treat them, how do I talk to them. So I learned a valuable lesson. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to do it like that again because I don't know how to pull back. Yeah, if you my girl, I'm giving it to you just like I'm gonna give Mary that work on the job.
Right.
And I think that's fair in my mind.
Right.
But in their mind, they're like, hold on.
Right.
I'm not Mary.
Right.
So you like,
So what
but you're
happens
doing
when
what
you get
Mary
home?
doing though.
Right.
Let's keep it
Right.
business. When
That's
we get
true.
home, we'll take care of it. But you,
That's true.
Mary watching to see I'm on Mary, then I can't be on you.
Right.
So I think that's a problem with me.
Right.
I don't think I would do that again.
Right. So do that again. Does that mean you don't think that you'll ever date in the workplace again?
I didn't say that. Shoot my shot. Nah, it ain't that. I just think I wouldn't have, as a CEO, my significant other.
Right.
I wouldn't bring them in with me
Right.
to help me probably with, to work within the company. I say that now but I can't take my past and relate it to somebody else because I may meet somebody else that's way more secure in their self, way more mature, love getting constructive criticism so they can get better. So it's all about your attitude. So I can't say what I won't do, but I would try not to do that again.
Right. Frank, have you ever heard of a love contract?
Love contract? Nah.
You know,
Because I'd probably be getting sued all the time back then.
So let me tell you what a love contract is.
Okay.
A love contract is between two individuals that are on the workplace that are in love or in a relationship and their company. And what it does is it allows the company to be able to let them know, hey, look, we understand that you're in a relationship, but these are the guidelines. These are the rules. These are things that you can and cannot do in the workplace. Do you think that's a good suggestion?
Man, I just think it's tough because how you going to tell somebody who's in love that they can't kiss when they see each other? They can't hug, they can't hold hands, they can't talk. Because everybody talks in the workplace about everything and everybody.
Right.
So I think that's a tough one.
Right.
I just think it's safe to say that if you experience enough with your communication skills and you understand that the level you want to be on with this person, your cans and can'ts, I think you should go for it.
I think you should.
But I definitely think the love triangle thing, I'm not in support of that. I think that's drama waiting to happen most times.
Okay.
So I'm not a fan of that one.
So let me ask you this, Frank. When it comes to love triangles in the workplace, right? So you say you're not a fan of that, right?
Right.
Frank, have you ever been in a love triangle before?
Love triangle before.
Ever in life? Like where you have dated a woman and then there's another woman that you're dating at the same time.
Well, wait, hold on.
Yeah, in the work. Well, I'm going to bring it back to the workplace.
So you're saying without the workplace right now, you're saying that have I ever been in a love triangle where I dated one woman, but I was dating another one over here?
And they both thought that they were the only one.
Of course.
Of course. What do you mean? Of course?
This was when I was in my player days. Yes, in my player days, yeah. I ain't talking about now. I'm talking about my player days, yeah. 2, 3. I mean, you why not talk to 2 or 3 people at the same time?
Okay. Well, the reason why I ask that is because when it comes to being in the workplace, this is just like, it's synonymous to life. So
Right.
whether you're in the workplace or not, love triangles, whether they're, like I said, it's in the workplace or it's outside of the workplace, do you think that people should really say, okay, look, I'm going to date in the workplace and have two different dates? Meaning, when I say dates, 2 different relationships. I'm going to have a relationship at work, and then I have a relationship at home. Now we're taking it out of
The workplace.
just the workplace, but you still
You
have
still have that love triangle.
that love triangle.
I'm speaking from where I'm at now. If I'm with one person and we make that commitment, I'm with that one person. That's just me. That's where I'm at. But of course, if you're talking to me previous back then, then I thought that's what you should do.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I didn't put a ring on your finger.
Right.
I'm not even talking about putting a ring on your finger.
Right.
So I think a female need to know right off back, if that's not even within the conversation or even headed down that road or even getting close to making that turn where it's a marriage or engagement or long term, I think right then she should know that this may not what she want unless she want the love triangle too. Unless she good with,
Yeah. Because there's some that aren't.
yeah. It's like that now. But you see I notice even sometimes you see a lot of athletes and rappers, like the girl dated him and then went to this athlete in the same sport. So you see it in basketball, NBA. Somebody was with this NBA player. Next year they with that NBA player. Before you know it, they don't had 3 NBA players in the same job. To me, NBA is the same job. NFL, that's the same job. That's the same workplace because y'all all seeing each other, playing against each other, seeing each other at different events for the NFL, for the NBA, or whatever it is, Major League Baseball. I think that can be a tough. I know you always, most times, dating somebody else, ex-girl or ex-guy.
Right.
But I think when it's close to home like that, that can be a problem with me.
I was going to ask you, what kind of complications or risks do you think that could bring in the workplace? Because, you're working with somebody and, you know, you work with somebody and they're dating your ex. I just dated her yesterday. 2 weeks ago.
Well, we had that drama in our locker rooms before.
Okay, you got to give me some deets. I need the deets.
Well, we don't, I'm never going to say names, but we had that, where a guy was with this girl for a long period of time and they broke up and everybody knew it because she always was on the scene because that's what she's supposed to do. Right. When her man goes to these different events,
that's right.
She's supposed to be there.
That's
well,
right.
It didn't work out.
Oh, God.
Years later.
Right.
Now, she ended up dating somebody else in the locker room.
Is it awkward?
That's very awkward. I felt bad for the guy, but he really didn't care.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's still like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
And I looked at her different too.
Yeah.
Because all these men out there, you want to go right here to one of the teammates that they see each other talk every day? That sounds more to me like I'm trying to hurt this other guy. I'm trying to hurt the guy that let me go. And that was tough. So that type of dating in the workplace, I definitely don't approve.
Yeah,
I don't approve of.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
That'd be very dangerous.
Because those guys didn't like each other no more.
I was going to ask, are there any situations that you've ever been that have been dangerous with dating in the workforce? I've heard of anything close to you that's been dangerous in the workforce?
No, I just think guys didn't like each other, and it almost came to fights. It came to arguments, and I just think it does a division, and it divides what we all trying to put together.
Right.
So coach asked guys to be responsible.
Right.
Be responsible. And I'll say the same thing to our audience. You have to be responsible when you're dating in the workplace or you're dating anybody. Right. Some people have kids. They have to be more responsible who they bring around their kids when it comes to dating. Some people don't want to date anybody with kids. So it's just, you have to be responsible when it comes down to dating, period. Right. So that's what I would say to the audience, making sure that they got their plan intact.
Right. Yeah, because romance sometimes is just, it could take a hold on you. Do you think it's ever unavoidable? Like, as if two kindred spirits if the spirits are going for it, is it unavoidable?
I think you can avoid anything. You put your mind to it if you want to not go there. But I think sometimes that magnet of chemistry and things like that draws people together. So I just think two people has to be on the same page. Right. And they have to be grown-ups. Right. Like, if they see that, they bump, it's just like, listen, we can't do that. Yeah. We can't go there. Right. And I think that's a real man that talks like that, and a real woman that's mature that says, listen, we can't go there. Right.
And here's the reason why.
Here's the reason why, and it has nothing to do with you and me. It has everything to do with what can come out of this. Right. And it won't be good for either of us. Right. That's a real mature there. So if you're not mature, you probably won't handle it like that. Right. But we challenge our viewers, we challenge our audience to be mature about dating in the workplace and dating anywhere. You got another question for me? Or you good?
I think you got it.
Well, I might as well take this on home. I'll leave you with this. Dating can come as a price. You got to ask yourself, are you willing to pay for it? No matter what it is, in the workplace, outside the workplace, are you willing to pay for that price of dating or talking to someone? If you say yes, shoot your shot. Shoot it. If you say no, back off, regroup, make sure your plan is intact. This is your boy, Frank D. Murphy. And yes, we are on the Frank D. Murphy Show. Gone.
Player of the year, I made it top tier. Murphy gon' put y'all on, that's for sure. Murphy gon' put y'all on, that's for sure. Murphy gon' put y'all on.